Hello and welcome to this video about the Promethean ActivPanel range. The purpose of this video is to help you decide what ActivPanel is right for you and your classroom. It may also help you decide to choose Promethean over other interactive touchscreen brands. Why choose Promethean? If you're a school in Northern Ireland and you're watching this video because you want to know why you should choose Promethean over other touchscreen brands available, here are 4 main reasons. The first one is Promethean are the only manufacturer physically represented in Northern Ireland. What that means is if you buy a Promethean product, you deal directly with Promethean. Once it's installed, all the training, all of the support, both on-site and online, is done by Promethean, specifically myself, who works for Promethean, and therefore you have no middlemen, no intermediary companies. You're able to deal directly with the manufacturer for the lifespan of that panel. There is never a charge for any of this support and never a charge for any training that's involved. The training can be done as many times as you want, so in order to keep up to date with developments in technology or software updates that are available freely, we will work with you to the best of our abilities. As I said there, by Promethean, and we work directly with you for the lifespan of that product. The second reason would be we have award-winning software. We have software like ActivInspire, also known as Active Primary, which was an incredibly popular piece of software for schools in Northern Ireland, and you can use ActivInspire or Active Primary as much as you want if you have a Promethean board. If you don't have a Promethean board, as I'm sure many people are aware, you can't use that piece of software. And a lot of teachers who used to use it have a lot of fantastic resources they can no longer use and no longer access because they have a different board. We would help solve that problem. We also have 2 other pieces of software. One is Explain Everything, which is a much more modern piece of software that Promethean have bought over. And they are a brilliant company and a brilliant app that works on the iPads. Many teachers during COVID used it. It's very, very good. You will also get Promethean Active Suite, which is our newest piece of software, and this comes bundled with all of our ActivPanel 10s. You can also get it and use it freely on the ActivPanel range of any model, as long as it's Promethean. There's no subscription for any of these and no fees included with the stuff that you get. You will also get, as reference to the first one there, you will get training for all that as well from myself. The third reason is we are number 1. Now these figures are obviously subject to change, but Promethean are the number 1 brand in the UK and Ireland of this year. It's 2026 and have been fairly consistently for the last 7 to 10 years being the number 1 brand. Certainly in Northern Ireland we aren't given the figures, so to be clear, this is not official, but anecdotally I think we can assume that Promethean would be the number 1 brand in Northern Ireland. That's really important to some schools, and I can totally understand why that is. We are in a big part thanks to the schools, and that's because they recognise the level of support that they get as well. And then the last reason is legacy. So Promethean have been around for over 30 years. This year, in fact, actually, we've been in the education display market, so that covers interactive whiteboards. Of course, interactive touchscreens aren't that old, but it shows that we're an education-focused company, and being around for this long reflects the experience and the expertise that we've gained over time, and all that feeds in to our products. So let's have a look at our products. So we always break down our products into 3 areas: hardware, software, and support. So hardware, this is our range of products. I'm going to take you through them now. We have the D series in the bottom left. We have the ActivPanel LE with the ActivPanel 10 and the ActivPanel 10 Premium, and you can see the sizes there that are available. Start with the D series. The D series is our only non-touch display we have available. So it's designed for display purposes. As I say, it's non-touch, as you can read there. It's still a 4K screen, and if you're comparing it with the like of a TV where you may put up, you'll find a couple of bonuses and plus points in comparison to that. So it's power efficient, so it's going to use less power, therefore saving you money. It has all the modern ports you would need in terms of USB, HDMI and OPS ports. You can plug in a Fire Stick to it or whatever you need to as well. It has 16 watt speakers should you need sound to come out of it, and about 400 ish nits of brightness, which is a fairly high level of brightness as well. It's 24/7 panel. That means it's designed to stay on for that long with no burn in to the screen and the display for as long as you want it to do. It's digital signage and can be used with it's agnostic digital signage compliant. In other words, whatever digital signage you want to use, you can use on it. We're not locking you into a specific brand or type that you need to stay with, or you have subscriptions that may change. You decide what you want to use. It has an Android built into it, but that Android is for more display purposes and to side load content as well. And it has a 3-year on-site warranty. It's a massive bonus when you compare it to a TV, which either will have an extremely short warranty, maybe 6 months, or no warranty at all as soon as you remove it from a commercial setting, which is the case in a lot of those terms and conditions that people don't necessarily read. It can be mounted both ways. It comes with a multi-orientational bracket as part of the price, and it comes with a remote as well that you can use. So it's a really good option to have, and those sizes you can see on there as well, that if you are buying panels or you're looking for a display, it's something that would encourage you to reach out and ask questions about. We're into the interactive side of things now, and we have 3 interactive screens in our range. The first one we have is the LE, the ActivPanel LE, and it comes in 65, 75 and 86 inch. I won't read through all the specs. You can read them for yourself or pause for yourself as well. I'll put up a table in a wee moment that compares the specs of the 3 touch screens for you to have a look at. But you can see it's about the same level of brightness as a D series. It's a 4K screen. All of our screens are 4K. This is a touch screen, obviously, so it comes with 2 pens that are magnetized, so you can stick them to the front and they'll just sit there the whole time. Obviously comes with a Promethean remote as well. And this panel has pen touch differentiation with 40 points of touch. Basically, if you're writing with your pen, it'll recognize the pen. If you're writing with your hand, it'll recognize the hand. It also has a touch-enabled picture-in-picture. You can display more than one thing, more than one source at the same time. It was EDLA certified, has an Android built into the panel itself. So if you just want them to sit on the wall and just use an Android, this is a really, really good option for that as well. Comes with a 5-year on-site warranty, and of course all your cables that you would need. Comes with your USB-C cable. Also comes with your HDMI and touch cables as well as your 2 pens and a remote. Then we have the ActivPanel 10 series. And the ActivPanel 10 has 2 types, a bit like your iPhone with your iPhone Standard and an iPhone Pro. You've got your ActivPanel 10, and as you'll see in a moment, the ActivPanel 10 Premium. They both come in similar sizes. There's one extra size, which is for the premium, but we'll come to that. So the ActivPanel 10 is 65, 75 and 86 inches. It's bonded glass, unlike the LE, so that means the touch sensitivity is raised, so it's a bit more sensitive to touch and a bit more reactive to touch as well. The screen, as I said, is 4K, and it has a different charging port on the side, so it charges up to 100 watts. The LE will charge, but it's much lower. It's about 15 watts. It has 2 USB-C ports as opposed to 1, a 20-watt speaker. It comes with a proximity sensor, which means the panel will turn off if you're not using it, so therefore saving you energy costs. Has about 500 to 565 nits of brightness, so it's brighter than the LE. And again, the same sort of things. It has your 40 points of touches, it has your pen touch differentiation, and it has your picture-in-picture with your 5-year on-site warranty. The USB-C cable is 1 meter longer as well, should you need more stuff. This is, by some distance at the moment, our most popular panel. It also comes with a piece of software called Active Suite, which I previously mentioned. And of course, you can use your Active Inspire content on there as well with your connected computer. This is the Premium. As you can see, it has 1 extra size, and it's a 55 inch. This is optically blended glass. This means it is of the highest level of touch sensitivity you can get on our panels. It's extremely reactive. I always say it's like writing on paper. It's very, very, very good to use, very easy to use. It has a side USB with 100 watts and the front USB-C as well, with charge to a very high level as well. It has a USB-C video out if you need it. It also comes with an 8-array microphone, which will connect to your connected computer or directly on the panel should you want to use any conferencing software or apps on there. That will work. You don't need to plug in a microphone as well. You may also notice you've got a camera on top. The camera is an EPTZ camera. That's a pan, tilt and zoom camera. This camera will move and will point at whoever is speaking in the room, using that microphone basically to pick up the sound. So essentially you can use this for a lot of different conferencing needs. The camera is an added extra, so it is something you would need to add on yourself if you wanted to get that as well. It doesn't come with the panel directly. It has 1,000 nits of brightness, so it's nearly 3 times as bright as the LE and twice as bright as the standard panel. Has 50 points of touch as opposed to 40, and it has something called full array local dimming, which basically means it's an efficient use of light. Essentially, as you'll read for yourself, it's twice as bright at about 2/3 the cost over the lifespan of the panel. It's not just 4K screen, it's a QLED 4K screen as well. It also comes with a Promethean ActivPen 2, which is the pen just the bottom left there of the other pens. Essentially, it allows you to use the pen as a clicker to move forward slides. It has an air mouse on it, so you can control your connected computer or device with that as well. And it has a laser pointer or a red dot hider, so you can point stuff out, and that all works with the panel out of the box. In terms of your bonuses for why you would look at a premium panel, there they are. We've talked about them there. You've got your ActivPen 2, you've got your FALD QLED, you've got your inbuilt 8 microphone, and if you wanted to, you can consider the 4K EPTZ camera as well if you wanted to use that. This is a very short table showing you and comparing the 3 touch screens that we have and why. So from a display point of view, you can see they're all 4K, but the 10, the premium, are 4K Ultra HD. They're 400 to 500 to 1,000 nits of brightness, and you can see what's brighter than what there. And the 10 premium, obviously being the top of the range, has the quantum LED and has the full array local dimming. The touch response or responsiveness is twice as responsive as on the 10 and the premium. The premium will be more responsive than the 10 itself. Partly it also has an extra 10 points of touch, meaning if you wanted to, you could have 50 pupils up with the board, but that's unlikely. You could have lots of inputs, and there won't be any lag. It will respond very, very quickly. In terms of extras, then with the LE, you don't get any extras. It's just the panel itself. With the 10, it is compatible with the ActivPen 2, as mentioned above. It doesn't come with it, but you can use it. It has a full Active Inspire license and Active Suite license, and the same for the premium. You've got your licenses, but you will get the ActivPen 2 included. You also get your 8 microarray, and it is compatible with the EPTZ camera as well. In terms of hardware, the 10 range, I should say, and to be fair, the LE as well, although it comes with an Android operating system, but the 10s are, I suppose, module agnostic, and the idea behind these is that they are modular. So if you want to put something in like an Android, you can do that. They usually come with a Promethean OPSA 2, which is an Android 14 module. If you don't want that and you wanted to get a Windows one, we have that available as well. If you wanted a Google Chrome one, we have that available as well. I suppose the beauty of this is you can chop and change these. You can use them where you want to use them and change them out without having to change the entire panels themselves. Software is a hugely important thing, because as good as the hardware is, if the software is not any good, then people really won't want to use it. So software, we have a huge range of software. As mentioned before, we've got Active Inspire there, we've got Explain Everything, we have Active Suite and our Promethean Essential apps, but we also work with the software you're using on your computer. So part of the training, a big part of the training that we offer for our panels, is how to use your connected computer, how to get the best out of that with a panel. We really do at Promethean lean in to the use of what you're already using and work within the environments that you're working with. It's hugely important, rather than going in and trying to take over everything and make it all about what we have. We will present what we have and showcase how good the stuff is that we have, but also we will work within those infrastructure environments and those apps that you're already using and familiar with. We have software like Explain Everything Advanced as well, which is a paid piece of software. So if you love Explain Everything, there are areas you can go to get even more out of that software. It also works on the iPads and various computers as well, and it's something to consider if you're going down that route and you're a big fan of using it. And we also have panel management. So panel management allows you, if you're in charge of a larger school, to essentially manage all of the panels, all those touch screens, all those Promethean ones under your care. As you can see from the screenshot there, you're able to configure them, you can set turn off times, you can add apps to them, you can assign users and all sorts of stuff like that. We also are compatible with Radix. If panel management is a big passion or a need for the school, then we can look into that as well, and we'll work with all our panels, as well as digital signage, if this is a huge consideration and a bit of big importance to an end user or school, then they will work with all of our panels as well. And finally, support. Arguably the most important one on here, and we've mentioned at the top just about what we offer and why we offer it, but it's industry leading aftercare we offer. And as I said at the very start, it is bespoke, it's regionalized training from the manufacturer, which is hugely important. The aspect of needing support when you need it, as opposed to when you're buying it, it rings very true. That if you have a panel, when you need that support, that tech support, that know-how, that on-site presence, you get it with Promethean, and there's no cost to it whatsoever, and there is no charge or no limit to the amount of times you can avail of that support directly from Promethean. It's a real blessing for schools and a real peace of mind for them, knowing that if something goes awry, Promethean can be on site with them straight away directly. It's not going through a middleman, it's not going through a different company of any type. We will work with you directly. And the training is also incredibly important. You're getting training from Promethean directly, so you'll know all the most up-to-date pieces of software. You're not getting training from a third party or a partner or a reseller who's getting this information secondhand from the company. Maybe a couple of months after it becomes relevant, you're getting this as soon as it's available, and I suppose straight from the source, as it were. Proof's in the pudding though, folks, and if you really want to see what the panels can do, then I'm more than happy to come out for a demonstration. So please let me know. My details will be on in the description of this video. Give us a call, please. Give us an email, drop me a line, and we can get a panel sent out to you. You can play with it, you can show it. If nothing else, I think schools making an informed decision by trying everything out is always the way I would go. Any questions, as I say, send me an email or drop them in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.